So we have one of the Styx lionesses. She was quite the surprise. She's obviously moved off. When I said I had to bypass another sighting, there were quite a queue of vehicles waiting to see the rest of the Styx lionesses. But obviously we've managed to locate this one. That was definitely a surprise. And there's a couple of impala off to the side. I'm not sure if they're aware of her yet. They're probably about 100 meters away, so still quite far away. She doesn't seem to be too aware of them, and they aren't aware of her. And it's interesting because these leopards, wherever they are, sort of somewhere just to the north of this lioness, are kind of very, very close to where this lion sighting is. Or at least they have been moving around in that area. Very interesting. I'm not sure which particular lioness this is. I'm sure she's one of the Styx Pride members. I'm not sure why she's moved off on her own. So a couple of weeks ago, we had the death of, sorry, not a couple of weeks ago, a couple of days ago, we had the death of that Nkahuma female at the hands of the Birmingham boys. And Donna was wondering what kind of effect this will have on pride dynamics. So will it mean that they have to switch hunting techniques, hunting positions? How will it affect them? Will it weaken them in any way? In terms of their pride dynamics, it depends on the female who was killed. If it was one of the younger females, it won't have that much of an impact, except for just reducing the numbers ever so slightly. But if it was one of the older females, then yes, especially if she's one of the sort of, definitely one of the older, higher ranking females who will be one that initiates and leads the hunts, then probably one of her siblings, so one of her sisters, will take her place. So it will shuffle around slightly, but lions, generally there will be one or two of the older females who will initiate the hunt and sort of control the way that it plays out. But that being said, they can switch around in their various hunting roles. So that's not to say that they have set, defined positions that they're going to adopt. Usually the younger ones will hang back a little bit, especially the sort of sub-adult size cubs. But as we've seen with Junior now, pushing to take a much more active role in the hunting of the animals. And what I did notice is that females sort of around the age of 3 years old, sort of 2.5, 3, reaching sexual maturity and actually really start to push to practice hunting almost all the time, even in the hottest time of day, in the middle of the day. They're very, very opportunistic. So yes, there will be some shifting around of dynamics, but it won't necessarily disadvantage the Nkahuma pride too much. One lioness down is always one extra hunter down, but they still have 7, well, we won't count the 2 sub-adult cubs, so they've got 5 very active hunting members. Sorry guys, I'm just listening to the Game Drive channel. So one of the Styx females mating with the Matimbas, but we had a very interesting question about whether or not, if one of the females was in estrus and the Matimba males were not around, would she mate with a Birmingham boy?